Thank you, Commissioner. And it's my joy and delight to introduce to you Andy Beshear, who is the Attorney General. And General Beshear has already gone on record about where he is with children and family. And so I'm not going to say a whole lot more. I might steal his thunder, and I don't want to do that. General, we're happy to welcome you here to this place, and thank you again for taking time out of your schedule to be here.
Thank you.
You know, you made me a little nervous there when you said thunder. Now, they say it's good luck when it rains on your wedding day. At least that's what my wife told me the morning that it rained on our wedding day. I'm sure that counts for a groundbreaking, too, so we appreciate everybody being here. My name's Andy Beshear, and I'm truly honored to serve as Kentucky's 50th Attorney General. I wanted to be your Attorney General to better protect not only my children and my family, but of all Kentucky's children and all Kentucky's families. We do that every day in the Attorney General's office by following a four-part mission. Number one, preventing and prosecuting child abuse. Second, better protecting our seniors from scams and abuse. Third, seeking justice for victims of rape. And fourth, finding workable solutions to our drug epidemic. So you can understand, being here today, how supportive I am of this cause. We have a lot in common. Each of us wants to protect our children from a world of abuse, violence, drugs. Kentucky United Methodist Homes for Children and Youth works every day and works hard to do just that. Thank God you're here. Without you, so many of these children would go unheard and they'd go unhelped. I believe that every child is a child of God, equal in his or her eyes. But far too many of our Kentucky children do not have loving families and a loving home to grow up in. They've suffered from abuse and neglect. They struggle with behavioral and mental health disorders. They're displaced from their families. They're the most at-risk, vulnerable people in our state, and they need and they deserve our help. Fortunately, the compassionate and experienced staff at the Kentucky United Methodist Homes for Children and Youth is here to give them the hope and the guidance that they not only need, but that they deserve. You provide the critical services many of these children would not survive without. Your work helps children and it benefits this state. But most importantly, caring for this children is the right thing, the moral thing, and I think the Christian thing to do. You know, Matthew chapter 18, verse 5, Jesus said, "Whoever welcomes such child in my name welcomes me." You open your arms to these children that need you. You meet this teaching. You make lives better. You make one miracle happen at a time. You make Kentucky better. You make us all better for your example. I stand with you as we embrace the neglected, abused, and marginalized of our society. These children are the reason that I wanted to be your Attorney General, and I promise to work hand in hand with you every single day to make their lives better. In my office, we have a number of initiatives that we hope will change this state, turning it towards becoming one of the safest to raise a family. Working with the First Lady, we have launched the most comprehensive, cohesive statewide child sexual abuse prevention trainings that this state has ever seen. To date, we've trained over 350 law enforcement, advocates, prosecutors, and community leaders to recognize the signs of how predators act, how they groom families and children, and to step in to stop it. We're going to train more people to recognize those signs and do something about them in your community this year than we have in the last 10 years combined, and we're just getting started. We're providing millions of dollars of settlement funds for youth, pregnant women, and mothers suffering from drug addiction. We need more treatment. We're on pace to more than triple the number of child sex offenders the Attorney General's office removes from the streets every year. When I came into office, our cybercrimes unit removed about 15 sex offenders on average every year. Since January 4th, we've removed 28, and we are, again, just getting started. We are committed at our very core to doing everything we can to make this the safest community and safest state to raise a family. We're pursuing laws that make our kids safer, including a continuous course of conduct law that passed this last session that will allow us to prosecute some of the worst offenders. And we're providing grant monies through the Child Victims Trust Fund to programs dedicated to to keeping our children safe. We, like you, are committed to Kentucky's children. We're committed to all of Kentucky's children. Today we celebrate a new opportunity. This groundbreaking means more than a promise of a new building. It means you can serve more at-risk children. It means more in-home services can be expanded. It means state-of-the-art residential care. And it means access to renowned local alternative education programming. So thank you. To everybody who's involved in here, thank you. Thank you to Kentucky Methodist Homes staff, volunteers, sponsors, board members, donors, and everybody who showed up to lend their support. Thank you for your vision and your dedication, and it will pay off. Kentucky will be a better place because of your compassion and because of your work that you've done here. I'd end by saying, I say the same prayer every night before I go to bed, and it ends with me asking my Lord for two things. Number one is that I'm around long enough to watch my 5 and now my 6 and 7-year-old grow up and raise their own families. And number two, that God gives me and us the strength to build the type of state that our children deserve. Thanks to the work being done here today, we're taking a step in the right direction. Thank you all very much.